Uh, yeah, it's 7:58. We're just starting to get ready to close up for the day. It has been nonstop in here. It only partly because of you know what I'm gonna say. Deadpool, Batman. Only part. The first few people in the door were all coming here looking for that. I really thought that after like 5:30, it would be crazy slammed with people like calling, at least calling, not necessarily coming in, but no. Had some people. People are out. It's a lovely night here in Huntington. It's a nice little fall vibe, but no, we sold a lot of copies, but not people coming out. So let's look at the other books. Obviously, we've got, I think we still have one each at least of all the Deadpool Batman covers. Those are going to last us hopefully through the end of the year. We got New Ultimate Black Panther, New Ultimates, Marvel Rivals third printing, Transformers final issue of the Daniel Warren Johnson run, Star Wars 5, Incredible Hulk 29, Fantastic Four 3, Amazing Spider-Man 12, then the second issue of the new Uncle Scrooge comic, second issue of Monster High by Ben, second issue of Godzilla Dead Zone, first issue of another new Valiant Beyond book, first issue of Leah Williams and David Balladon's Voyeurs, very sexy, from Ignition Press, first issue of the new Casey Jones miniseries happening in the Turtles verse along with Shredder, Boba Fett, Black, White, and Red. Boba Fett gets his own anthology series. Marvel Zombies Red Band. Marvel Zombies gets its own hyper-violent series. Magic the Gathering, new cards, new series based on the card game. New Expanse novel co-written by the guy who plays this dude on the show. Everything Dead and Dying, Tate Brombell and Jacob Phillips doing a really dark Western. Closer, Kieran Gillen and Steve Lieber. This appeared in the Image 10, I believe, book, and Marie Lovett's new Artificial. Those are all our books because we still didn't get our DC books. I don't know why. They don't know why over at DC. They're like, oh, I don't know why. The company that shipped me the books. So that's a little crazy. We're going to call UPS tomorrow if for some reason there is still no book. But yeah, these are the single issues that we put out today. Some Image stuff came out last week. DC stuff is still late. And of course, the big deal, the Deadpool Batman. All the covers. Deadpool Batman. Let me talk about this for a minute while I close up the shop because I did something I very rarely do. I read this comic book before the release day. I read this comic book last night. I read every story in it, and it is not bad. I think Zeb Wells did a great job of. Giving a Deadpool and Batman story that anyone can read. If you know who Batman is and you know who Deadpool is and you don't know anything about them, you've never seen their movies, but you know they've had movies, they're big popular characters, that's all you know about them, you can read this comic book. The other characters who have backups, a little bit less. A lot of it depends on like sort of getting the joke, knowing where it lands, but it's pretty good. And then the final thing in it is a big surprise. I don't want to be the person who spoils it on the internet, but it is something totally unexpected and absolutely ridiculous and very well done in its ridiculousness. I did want to do one last thing. I am late. I have a million bar mitzvah things to do tonight, and I haven't gotten to do any of them, so I don't want to stay on long. But my customer, Jake, wonderful customer, has been coming in for years, moved to Florida, came back. Jake gave me a little bar mitzvah present for me. Not for Zeke, because bar mitzvah it is on Friday, Shabbos. He gave me this. They're selling them at his store. They're Snoopy on a ball. Snoopy doing the classic Snoopy lay down on a ball. And I thought, hey, what does everyone love on the internet? They love to rip a pack, right? Rip a pack. So here's our little blind bag of Snoopy. We're gonna see what we get inside. Okay. Here we go. Snoop, 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 doggy dog. Oh, perfect. Perfect. The only thing I want, the only sport that goes with peanuts is football. I understand that Charlie Brown plays a lot of baseball, but Charlie Brown in the football is much more iconic, I think, than pathetic Charlie Brown in the football. So I love this. Look at this little Snoopy on a football. Should we put it on my Ms. Marvel backpack? Yeah, let's do that. All right, so Snoopy on a football and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope I'll have the presence of mind tomorrow to talk more about some of these graphic novels that we talked about yesterday, just about the general oomph and quality of them. So many of these books that I got from Macmillan that all came together were supposed to come separate weeks so I could focus on them and really push them and really tell people about them. And I didn't get to do that. So hopefully tomorrow we will look over, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, we're going to look at Drome a little bit more, The Wait, Canon, Space Cat, Spectators. We're going to discuss my Gorilla Family. We're going to discuss a little bit why I went heavy on those orders. And until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.